this is the May holiday edition of the AM Ghana Morning News. It is Workers' Day, it is Labor Day, and it is International Workers' Day, depending on how you want to call it. It feels good to get the opportunity to celebrate our frontline health workers, our media personnel, our teachers, and every worker in Ghana and then globally. Now, this morning, I will be your host for the May Day holiday edition of the AM Ghana Morning News. My name is Mary Korte, and I'm here with my colleagues Isaac Morte and then Captain George McLean, where we will be delving straight into the newspapers to have some discussion on current issues that are happening. Today being a May Day, today being a holiday. So these are some of the things we'll be doing. Aside that, we'll be coming your way with programs that have been lined up to excite you as you stay home and then watch it. But before that, we'll go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll delve straight to the newspaper review segment. Welcome back from that quick break. Again, my name is Mary Korte, and I'm here with my colleagues Isaac Morte and then Captain George McLean. So we'll be delving straight to the newspapers. And then I have here with me the Daily Graphic newspaper. Now, on the front page, it says, invest in research, institutions charge nation. And then down here, we have the House of Chiefs nullifies Equiapin's installment. COVID-19 victim shares experience. Now, on the back page, Mac Ghana donate 10 vehicles to COVID-19 Trust Fund. And then also we have Cocobot equips farmers for pruning season. Isaac?
Yeah, and then to the most authoritative newspaper, the Ghanaian Times. Outlaw layoffs to safeguard jobs during COVID-19. Organized labor urges government. The story is on page 12. And then when in other stories, GCNet, West Blue restore services at Temaport. Confirmed COVID-19 cases cross 2,000. CPP suspends AG chairperson and secretary for violating party constitution. And then to the back page of the Ghanaian Times, Road Technical University to produce urea to support agriculture. And then Wa Municipal Assembly to distribute 15,000 nose masks to market women. The story is by Alaji Ishahaku Tahiru Momin. And then to George.
Yeah, I have with me here the Daily Guide. That's the Ghana's favorite newspaper.
Yeah.
And then that's what they call it, you know. So from the front page here, you see Canada Japan wants Nana Agrada. This story, I'm very much interested about it, and
yes,
I can't wait for this story.
To read through. It's really trending on social media.
And then you have the EMT set for hospital decision. And then we have NDC MPs want EC in Parliament. 45 arrested for holding church services. Hey, you see, these church activities, Charlie, some pastors are dying, you know.
Yes.
They are dying seriously because churches are not being in place, so they want to go.
I believe some want to have fellowship with their maker.
45 of them were arrested.
We are not in normal times, so you cannot do fellowship.
But I think they believe they can also, call upon their God. I don't know.
No, but you know,
let's wait to read more on it and then get
but this is the time you know the true Christians, because Jesus Christ said it, that a time is coming. This is the time.
Yes.
Where true worshippers, you don't need to go to the chapel before you pray or you call upon your God. Everywhere you are, even as you are seated here, I can pray and God will listen to me.
But one thing we are not getting is, like, God does not live in temples built by human hands.
Sure.
Yes, God lives in us. The Holy Spirit is within us, so we can worship Him anywhere, anytime.
But others also believe in brethren's gathering to have fellowship.
Yeah, it's true, that one is there. But then, because of this particular situation,
we are not in normal times.
Sure. As a Christian, you have to also obey the authorities. It is in the Bible to obey the authorities.
Sure,
so if you can't obey your president, it means you being a pastor. What if your members to decide to disobey you? You see, so it's as simple as that. So let's just adhere to that. And then we have the COVID-19 swells to 2,074 with 212 recoveries. And then to the back page of the Daily Guide, I have some sports here. I will still manage Spurs again before I die. That's Mauricio's Pochettino. He's trying to say that as for Tottenham, there, by all means, before he dies, he will still go there and go and manage them before. And then we still have the PSG crowned champions for the league over there, despite the league cancellation. But as for them, because of their points they have ahead of the other clubs, they have crowned the champions of the league so far. And then we have Barca stars face more pay cuts. As for this one, whether I like it or yes, they are going to cut their pay down. And then we have virus can affect calendar for years, not 1 year, for years.
Yes.
And that's for the sports. Also, we have over here for you. And Mary, I think that's all I have here to end with the sports.
So, those home watching, these are some of the trending stories on the various newspapers. That's the Daily Graphic, the Ghanaian Times, and then the Daily Guide. Get a copy and then get abreast. So I want us to have this discussion. Today is May Day. May Day. It is Workers' Day. It is Labor Day. It is International Workers' Day. Now, despite the fact that we find ourselves in a pandemic, this day initially should have come with a lot of jubilation, derba, where you have people celebrating. But due to the circumstances in which we find ourselves, we can't do that. Now, this is from Daily Graphic editorial. That is Friday, May 1st. Aiko Ghanaian workers. Let me read a bit and then we look on that. Labor Day, which falls today, is set aside by countries, government, organizations, and establishments to celebrate the effort of workers at their various workplaces, which together contribute to the development of the economies or countries. Known as International Workers' Day, the day is observed as a public holiday in more than 80 countries worldwide, and it is used to honor achievement of labor and also to honor and commemorate the effort of workers towards the institution and sanction of 8-hour work day. Now, in the country, May Day celebration means a lot to workers. It is usually characterized by the hosting of national and regional parades and similar activities at the district level. But this year's celebration will be much different in view of the coronavirus outbreak in the country. I said, well, what is your take on this? Today is Workers' Day. I think we should be celebrating our workers. But then due to the pandemic, but does it mean that you would say that due to the pandemic, we can't celebrate them?
We can still celebrate the Workers' Day, but when we were reading the Daily Graphic, I was surprised I didn't see market women in there because they also contribute immensely to Ghana's GDP. You cannot take out the informal sector because, you know, when you take market women out, our GDP will drastically fall because they contribute immensely to our GDP. But when it comes to celebrating of workers, yes, they deserve to be celebrated. And one of the people who need to be celebrated a lot are the media people because they are also contributing. You know, when there is no media, there is no information, as we are doing now. Sure. So the media also needs to be celebrated because day in, day
Isaac,
out.
Let me come in, not to cut you off. The moment it goes workers, I think everybody is included. Is it that you're looking at a specific celebration that, okay, the media should be celebrated in a different way? Because when you read further, it says here the paper also wishes to honor our farmers, fishermen, market women, operators of chop bar, and a whole lot. So the moment the phrase workers come in, yes, I think it involves everybody.
Everybody, yes. But most especially, you know, when the new workers are being mentioned, mostly government institutions and private institutions are mostly mentioned. But normally, you don't hear the media men being mentioned. Normally, in such occasions, you don't normally hear the media men being mentioned because without the media, there is no information out there. So sometimes the media too must be celebrated as the government and private institutions are also celebrated. And then when you look at Ghana's GDP, you know, workers contribute a lot to Ghana's GDP. So it's time we need to celebrate Ghanaian workers and celebrate them as well. And when you go to private institutions, the banking sector, and those are MPs in parliament, they are also contributing. So it's high time we celebrate them. But due to the COVID-19 pandemic, you know,
yes,
normally
it has really affected.
Yes,
a lot
normally
of
we
things.
hold a session at the Independence Square to celebrate these workers. But due to the COVID-19, you know, everybody is at home and they are enjoying their holiday. But Kudos to our market women and farmers.
Sure.
Without them, there will be no food. Kudos to our doctors who are at the front line helping to fight the COVID-19. Our nurses, our doctors. Now, we cherish you a lot for the hard work you are doing to fight the COVID-19.
Okay, McLean, there's something here. It says, in commending all who have sacrificed during these very difficult moments, the paper wishes to particularly mention the research and scientific institutions, that's Noguchi Memorial Institute for Medical Research, the Kumasi Center for Collaborative Research, the National Public Reference Laboratory, the various hospitals and centers being used, as well as those who help with the cleaning and fumigation exercise. Now, let's look at this. It is Workers' Day. Do you think government has put in enough resource to make work of frontline workers easy? Today is Workers' Day. We are celebrating them. And here lies the case, we're in the pandemic. Do you think a lot has been invested? When you look at PPEs and all that, do we just celebrate them with salute our frontline health workers when we invest little in them?
You see, thank you very much for this question. I was talking about it, and you see, when you look at what the government is doing, especially Ghanaians, you see, I'm very much glad to be a Ghanaian, because looking at the way donations are going for our frontline workers, it means that seriously, these are workers are getting enough to work with. Even if not all, the government has tried its best to make sure that some PPEs are there for our frontline workers. You see, yesterday I was shocked when I read some 12 doctors who have been infected with this virus, our frontline workers. You see, the doctors and the nurses and those who are fumigating the marketplaces and those places for us, they are just laying down their lives for us. It is serious to be a doctor, and then you knew very well that this particular virus is killing a lot of people, and you still go ahead to say that for me, that I'll go and then treat them. It's so serious. Being a doctor, and then you know that this patient is having this virus that is killing a lot of people in other countries, and you say that for me, I'll be there, I'll work. And then other people too, you go and then they'll be like, okay, you are going to fumigate the market, knowing very well that he can get the virus, but still they are getting to the places to go and fumigate the market and those areas. They have done a great job. And then the government has also done a great job in making sure that these PPEs and these chemicals that they are using to fumigate the marketplaces are all in place for them. And I commend them. The government, the private entities who are also giving out a lot of PPEs to the hospitals to make sure that they work to the fullest. Because you understand that when you go to some of the hospitals, they don't have these PPEs, and you go and tell that, it will not work. Why? Because I will not risk my life for me to die, and at the end of the day, you'll be living. And then my families, I don't know who will take care of them. Sure. So I want to commend them very well for such a wonderful work they are doing for us. And then the media, as my colleague was saying, you see, during these particular times when they were even trying to mention some essential workers to go to work, and the media was exempted, but still we said, no, we have to work. Even though this virus kills a lot of people, we need to go and get information and then some education for the people to also go and learn. So the media also here, they are playing a very good role that we need that need to be commended. In fact, I'm very glad the media was not exempted when it came to this particular virus pandemic. Everywhere they went into the front line, and then they brought information to the people, educating them. Some people even risking their own money, buying some things and donating them, and it's very good. We have to commend everybody. You see, most of the times, as my colleagues were saying, sometimes when we are celebrating workers, we forget people like farmers, contractors, carpenters. Those people, they are all working. Because one of my boss will tell that when there's a flood and it's happening that maybe some windstorms takes away your building and you need to go and then call some carpenters to come and do it for you. You are a bank manager. You can't do it by yourself. You need to call them to come and do it for you. They work, they build our houses for us. And these people, when we are celebrating, we eliminate them from it. But today, I want to remind everybody that these are farmers, these are contractors, are carpenters, and those people, they are all workers who are contributing a lot to the development of this country.
But to add up to what he said, I would like to commend the government for the stimulus package for the frontline health workers. But I would also like to tell the government to look at the administration of the hospitals too, because they are also included. It's not just the doctors and the nurses, but those in the administration block,
Yes.
they are also included in the fight against the COVID-19. And then you hear the private hospitals complaining that government is not supporting them with the PPEs and then the ventilators and other things. Look, yeah, we hear your allegations, but look, it's time you also join, because you cannot be in your office and be complaining. What are your efforts to help government to fight the COVID-19? If you have any idea, just bring it on board. Just come and say, government, I'm ready to help in the fight against COVID-19. And then we can also look at the private sector. A lot of private health practitioners are complaining that the PPEs have not been given to them. Look, just go write a memo, a letter to government. Tell them that, look, we are also in the front line helping against the fight against COVID-19. So we need your support. Just come on board and help us. And then the stimulus package, I will urge government to give them more, because when you die, when you have nothing, you cannot leave anything for your children or any legacy for your children. So I would urge the government to increase the stimulus package for the frontline health workers. As I heard government to be 50% tax deduction for them, and then they will also have other benefits. And then I also urge the government to give them houses. Most of these private and public hospitals don't have vehicles. I'm happy that the ambulances came in for them. Without the help of the ambulance, we don't know how we are going to help in the fight against COVID-19. And then the doctors and the nurses too, who have contracted the disease, we will not allow you to die. We will help you. We will help you to come back to life again. We will not let the COVID. We don't even have a lot of doctors in this country. Mostly when these doctors graduate from the universities, they normally travel to Europe to practice there. The only few ones we have here are helping in the fight. So when these 13 doctors who have contracted the disease, I would like to urge the government to come on board, help these doctors to fight the COVID-19. Do everything possible to save the life of these doctors. We really need them in this time of our era.
Okay, I don't know. I have been studying something personally for the past few months since the outbreak of this pandemic. And it seems all of a sudden our frontline health workers are being celebrated. Now, I want us to link it to this. Do we have to wait for something to come up before we celebrate workers? Like the way you indicated, we have our carpenters and every other, workers as well. Do we wait for May Day to come before we celebrate them, before we see their worth and their importance? I'm a media person. Do I wait for International Media Day, whatever, for me to be celebrated and appreciated for the effort I put in national development?
No, we don't need to wait for something to happen to us before we celebrate these people. Thank God COVID-19 has come, but it's not good.
Sure.
But the COVID-19 has really exposed us. It has really exposed our health sector,
sure,
our economy. During the COVID-19 fight, the media were out there. Even though we had the protective equipment, the media were still out there giving out information to those at home. The government is saying we shouldn't spread fear, we should spread calm. But the disease is deadly. You must let the people know how deadly the COVID-19 is. Because when they tell me I shouldn't spread fear, I should spread calm, then I will say, okay, the disease is not deadly because the government is saying we shouldn't spread fear. But look, go to other countries. People are dying, 100,000 people, 200,000 people are dying. But in the case of Ghana, we are experiencing less death. Okay, so it's high time we celebrate our cherished workers, especially farmers and market women.
Not when it's an occasion or something.
Before.
But I think even that is even a norm in our society. Sometimes you would have to attain certain level or certain position for you to be regarded. And it's even reflecting in our
footballers. How many times do you mention footballers? They are also workers. They are also working. They pay taxes. But do you hear people mentioning footballers? No. Footballers also pay taxes. They also pay Senate. But when it comes to May Day celebration, we forget footballers. We forget carpenters, construction workers. And then we go and celebrate the people in government authorities, private sector, people in big organizations. It's now time. This is the time for us to look at those who are at the low level. They are also contributing to the development of Ghana. So it's high time we also look, the government should come and include those at the low level, footballers, carpenters, farmers, our market women. It's high time we celebrate these people also. We don't need to wait for them to die and then, massive burial, big burial for them. No, okay. This is the time we should celebrate them when they are alive.
Okay, so Judge, come in and then quickly move on to the Ghanaian time.
You see, as you were asking whether we need to wait till something happens before we celebrate them. You see, Ghana, our culture is something else. When somebody dies, that is when you hear a lot of testimonies that this person was like this, he was like that, and other things. You see, me, what I believe in is that whilst I'm alive, if you have something from this point, you should do it.
Sure.
A lot of people are working in this country that we are seeing them, but we are not commending them. Last time I was telling one man that, look, what you are doing, he's a policeman. I told him that what you are doing is a very serious work. You think that people are not seeing, people are seeing, but when you do one wrong, people will know that you are there. But because the right things you are doing, people are not commending you, think that you are not doing anything, but some people have seen it. And I think that this is the time that when you identify that somebody is performing very well in his field, just take that person out and then make sure that everybody celebrates this one so that other people to also use it as a point where they also try to enforce themselves to go to the top there. Don't wait for something to happen. Like we are saying, we have a lot of people in other sectors who are performing. Government knows them. Their employers knows them. And they know how much they are performing in their sector. Call these people out. Just make sure that you give them something for others to also know that the work they did, they have been commended. And this is how we can develop this country. And it also boosts my morale to continue to do whatever I'm doing. So this is not the time to wait till Farmers Day before we go and comment farmers, till May Day before we comment workers. No. When the person performs, applaud the person.
Okay, so Isaac, let's move on to the Ghanaian Times.
Yes, and then at the back page of the Ghanaian Times, who technically invested to produce area to support agriculture. Look, in this country, we don't normally pay attention to farmers. Farmers have always been complaining. They need fertilizers. They need support from government, but the government have not paid attention to it. So I will ask you a question like, what should we do? How should we help farmers to produce enough food for us? Because in this COVID-19, we need a lot of food. We need food security in this country. When you go to America and other countries, developed countries, about 1 or 2% of their population, farmers contribute a lot. Agriculture in that place, farmers, they have about 1 to 2% farmers in that country, but they are able to produce a lot for the countries and then even export some. So in our case, how should we help farmers? To produce a lot so that there will be food security in this country?
Well, like you indicated, we're in a pandemic. And this is the time that cases keeps rising at any time where you could have a lockdown. In fact, the partial lockdown that we had was quite an eyesore where people were struggling for food. You realize that when you go to market, even common Gary became a problem. Yes. So this is the time that I think the ministry must invest more. I think it is high time they go down to various institutions that are into agriculture, get students to come on board to know their ideas as to ways to which government can improve the agricultural sector. This is the time that our borders have been closed. And the possibility or the chances of bringing in staff might be quite dangerous because you would have to take in a lot of preventive measures. So this is the time that I think we utilize our own resources, get people on board. The ministry must partner a lot of farmers, get government to, invest funds in it. Farmers need to get on board for their ideas to be brought on. You get it? So the ministry must not only take that decision on, but then farmers need to be sat down, get students on board for them to also bring their ideas. A lot of people are there, they are into agriculture, but then probably ways as to which to get funds to cultivate becomes a problem. So if these people are being brought on board. They get to bring their ideas, and then the ministry in turn takes it up. So this is the time that our farmers need to be given much attention. Their attention and their help is needed in this particular time, because now our numbers, the cases are very high. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
There could be a possibility that we would have to go into a lockdown, okay, where you be restricted from going outside, coming in, and all that. So this is the time that agriculture sector need to be looked at carefully. They need to be given much attention, just as has been done for the frontline health workers as well.
Yeah, now I'm going to you, George. Aside Farmers Day, we only remember our farmers on Farmers Day. So aside Farmers Day, do you think we should set aside a different day, or we should set up an institution to look at farmers in this country? Because when you look at Farmers Day, the best farmer wins a house, a car, or a prize money. Do you think that house, that car, or that prize money should be set aside, to do something good for our farmers?
Yeah, thank you very much for your question. You see, like we're all saying, Farmers Day is a very great day for our farmers here in this country. But there is one key point I want to raise for this government to understand. You see, we in Ghana here, agriculture is one of the sectors that is holding this economy. But you go to our schools and you'll be like, oh, this school is an agric school, this school is this and that, and we have a lot of agric students. They comes out from school and they pretend to be students who have not even acquired any knowledge about agriculture.
Yes.
You go to agric schools and you see students behaving as if they are science students. They don't even want to go to farm. You see, agric is a practical something. Ghanaians, we always deal with theory. You go to some of the schools and go and ask. I once remember when we were in school, one guy came to ask me, please, do we uproot plantain from the ground or we cut it from the top? I look at the person and I say, hey, you this guy, are you trying to tell me that you don't know how cassava or plantain is being cultivated and you have not seen some before? And the guy is an agric student.
Really?
Really. And the question is that this person who is an agric student will complete school and will come back to the house and they'll ask him that, what's your field? He said, I did agric. And so what are you thinking of doing? He said, I want to go and do business. Just because we are not happy with the course, the person just goes in, go and do the theory and comes out. It's high time we give land to these agric schools. You cultivate, you teach you what to do. If it is vegetables, you give you a plot of land, you weed it yourself. You just plant some seed or some crops on it. You make sure that from the beginning to the end, it is being done by you. So before it comes out, you know how to do some things on your own.
Okay.
So you don't come back from school and come and stay in the house and be thinking that I'm going to the market to go and sell. Or be thinking I'm just going to do some art. No, that should not be the case. Because you have a lot of agric students here in this country. If you are to bring all students who did agric in schools, you will see a lot of them. But the question that where are they? What are they doing? What are they putting in place to help our economy? They're just there in the system, doing nothing.
So that has been the newspaper review segment. We have more coming up, but before then we'll go for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have more for you.
Supa na wanya pomuden se wo banum nso a hwe hu ni se eye mega purified mineral water eye nso a yetu ni baby pa asaso ni so se kroje se wonya mega purified mineral water bogu ubu a wo see you manum nsupa mega mineral water de edanso esan say the modern technology so na aye ede na nkabia ni atri mega purified mineral water bacteria na mhen wa bewrem eye very hygienic obia di one dance mega mineral water neatly packaged for 500 ml bottle bottles mu na wani bosua na wokon donsio wobenya Migo purified mineral water to bebia to phone call dodowa Amanfro Tipa Junction and afre 050-7055-409 and 055-392-1088 Migo purified mineral water akona kono.
Got away brilliantly and he's ahead of the field at the moment and Bolt going very near, comes Usain Bolt!
And the Blazers win the series! Join me, Samuel Kusi Apia, every Monday at 8 p.m. on Adoatv as I bring you good things from the world of sports.
Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240-926-564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
One peswa ho no mono eho etisenye brodon so ho awoten eho so etisenye o memuna nkasa woten no eho so etisen eni insembi diko insembi editie timemufo etipenti kwato santene kwato aba wo hwe ni mo kwan se aka kendifo obeyi won ebetumi aboa ama man no etumi etumpon eso akendifo ebegidwa no etena so a na chese sebia so timemufo to a wotua no wode wasa wonsrem insembi diko insembi editie we intine ho behia se memende biada wabrabo non kron ewo wudon no so sei ken woni me ebedi ehia ewo Adoatv kasafidie so wabra yeto nsa afra manyofo a wodo manyosemo akotin wona biahye wonim diankasa etwetwe nkomo wabra yeto nsa afam umahye bedwem ni no mensini kracho wo honom ebetutu na no na achesen sema edika editie no ya toto ho sere ene abasa ewo kasafidie eso me a metine dwem edigimedie ho chiame edi amede so ene political baby face.
Borges extra virgin olive oil, best for salad dressing. A little of Borges classic olive oil will make delicious meals. Borges with garlic, excellent for your girls. Make your meals healthy with Borges.
I maintain a healthy life with Borges olive oil.
Borges olive oil, the very best always.
Ago, good people of Ghana. Here are some safety measures on prevention of coronavirus. 1. Cover your mouth with tissue when you cough or sneeze. Dispose of tissue into a bin immediately you cough into it and wash your hands with soap and the running water. Avoid shaking hands and use sanitizers as often as you can. Signs and symptoms of coronavirus include fever, cough, sneezing, and difficulty in breathing. Should you experience any of these, or for more inquiries, please contact 0558 439 868. That's 0558 439 868. Or call 0509 497 700. That's 0509 497 700.
Remember to always wash your hands with soap and the running water.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, the Ghana Health Service and partners.
John, roofing you. Wow, Eddie, what boy juma. I check a roofing now. Oh, you fell one casa from Asatec. Oh, na same roofing is a baby bray, nice keke. Why the catch you? Asatec roofing sheet today, and your nice keke with the bodan swa a chey and renache. They want a calisa who do for fair be bray. No free roofing sheet no dear. Who hear that will be out. Now so the bodan swa a year supampe. What means which room send your open roofing sheet no? You tell the salmon pepe. Mama po Asatec money there. One of my technical advice na estimate free or professional installers so where your on-site installation ni boss crowd da from pa. Oh yes, quality ni bo da feminine. Asatec 5 days pay na won can order na we year after sales service proper bin so. Hwehwe Asatec Watema Community 2 Meridian Road Ebenkoko Board Warehouse Western Region so Asatec Watakrade Anaji yene Princeland Hotel and di hwene mu and na Volta Region ye wo Akachi South District Assembly kwan so ha.
So still watching AM Ghana, and my name is DKA, aka Rasaransi, aka Wednesday Finest. Today is a holiday edition, so you're seeing a different people all together. You know, on the normal times, Pepsiva and then Reggie Royd will be seated here, and also Anas will be seated here for the normal AM Ghana. But today, me that I'm handling it, yeah, you know how we do it every Saturday. But today is not Saturday; it's Friday and a holiday Friday. We are not in our normal times. I'm telling you. I don't feel comfortable wearing it, but you have to, just to stay safe and keep the social distancing and all that. Today we'll be talking about modeling and also how modeling to look attractive in the Western world and also in GH, to be precise, or GH specific. So I have, my guests who are well vested in modeling. As somebody will say that fashion, I'll call that one later on. So I have Eva and then also Kofi. Guys, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I like your shades.
Oh, thank you.
So Kofi, why? You share that doing, man?
Oh, no.
But you're on point, oh.
Oh, Charlie. No, me, Kuto.
You got me again?
Kuto.
Hey, Charlie, you see the fashion and the modeling people. They will mention some name be way. What if I won't see the air can?
The designer, the bag.
So Eva, your name is Eva what?
Eva Okine.
Eva Okine. So why did you enter into modeling, Eva?
Well, I entered into modeling because I have the passion for fashion. That's the reason
why. Okay, and then Kofi. But somebody will say, me, I want model. Our model. What are the criteria that somebody should get or acquire before you enter into modeling, Kofi?
And I would say modeling goes to everyone. Like everybody could become a model. It all depends on how you carry yourself and actually try to look good to the outside world. You understand?
Okay. Okay, so with how to look good to the outside world and all that. But, in our recent times, somebody would say that if you have a height and then you have the muscles and all that, you can enter into modeling. Eva, is that so?
Well, I think everyone can be a model, but it takes few people to become one. Before you would be a professional model, you should have certain uniqueness. You should have the height, the face, the body, the skin to enable you be the professional model you want to be. So I think you shouldn't. Okay, modeling is not all about you having the muscles,
the height,
and all that. But then we have different type of models. such as the petite models, the plus size models. And thinking they're also doing well.
So we have plus size models.
Yeah, we do.
Well, here in GH.
Yeah, we do have plus size models.
But it sounds like we don't see them.
Well, now to get an international fame, they actually need models who are from size 6 to size 8. So now they don't actually call models who are very the plus size models for the international project.
Okay, so you are what size?
I'm size 8, but now I've gained weight, so.
Oh, okay. I see we're gaining weight, don't you? We're gaining weight in Kanye. And then Shaggy, you're size 2. Chairman, so your size is what?
We're size 8 too.
Size 8?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So how many types of model do we have?
Well, we do have the plus size models.
Plus size.
We have you said types of models?
Types, yeah.
Okay, we have runway models, photo models, promotional models.
Promotional models, runway.
Vixen models, and a whole lot of them, commercial models.
Okay, Kofi, I'll be asking you what specific areas are you into? Because as we have the types of model, and what specific areas are you into?
Well, I would say I do high fashion modeling, right? So I'm basically on the runway. Sometimes do editorial, goes for commercial too. So I do everything.
You do everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Kofi, educate us more on a runway. Somebody will say, I do runway fashion. Educate us more on that.
Okay. So runway is actually a platform for designers to showcase their outfit. You understand? So we the models wear the outfit and bring it to life on the runway. You understand? They can actually choose to use a mannequin, but they chose to use humans, which is us models. You understand? So we have to make it look lively to the audience so they could actually buy into the designer's idea of what he or she is bringing out.
Okay.
You get that?
Okay. Aisha, hey, Eva, do you have something to add?
What I can say is runway models, you did mention runway models. It's the act of models showcasing their new collection, their professional collections, and then models bring it live on the runway. That's all about it.
Okay. Don't forget that we are streaming on all our social media platforms, Facebook and also on YouTube. So go check it, like our Facebook, and also share it as well. Don't watch it alone. Let others share it. If time permits, we'll be opening the phone lines for you to call and also share your views on this modeling stuff that we are discussing right there on Adoatv. Kofi, what is your worst stage? Is it experience?
Worst experience
that you have encountered as you started modeling?
Well, I think I do have one actually.
You do have one?
Yeah, because
Eva, I think you do.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so after Kofi, you answered that question.
That was one pageant show, and we were supposed to go work for a designer, and it was very, very tense because that was my first time being on the runway. So I was just asking myself, can I do this, or am I going to do it? Like I was just doubting myself after that moment, but I don't know what came into me, so I just had to just do it. Though I didn't actually feel the vibe like I used to now when I'm walking on the runway, but I just went for it. And after I realized I didn't do good because your first time there, you don't want it might not be too much.
It don't be too much.
Yeah, I don't sleep or anything, but I just don't feel myself.
But some people they sleep, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people do.
People do.
Yeah.
Okay, so after did you cry?
No.
Okay.
Come on.
It was just normal.
It was just normal. Yeah.
Okay, but deep within you thought that
I just felt I didn't do good.
You didn't do good.
Yeah.
You didn't do good. So Eva, your experience.
Well, my worst experience was the fact that we were supposed to catwalk on the stairs, which I have never, throughout my modeling career, I have never walked on a stairs like showcasing a designer's outfit. So that was Wear Ghana Month this year around March, and we were told I actually went for the casting and I was selected. So at the end of the day, we were supposed to walk on the show. But then when they went to show us the place, it was right on the stairs that we were supposed to walk on. So I was like, really? And I'm so... So hairs on the stairs, and actually I fell 2 times. So I nearly gave up, like I was no more going to walk, like I was no more. The guy, actually, one of the agency owners called me and told me he knows I'm very good, so I should just like believe in myself, have that confidence, and then push through. And I think whilst everyone was like done rehearsing all that, I had to go on the stairs, practice, and then during the main show, I did pretty well. I didn't fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kofi, you wanted to say something.
Well, with them, I think because they normally wear this 12-inch heels, 10-inch, maybe 8 or 6, it makes them very tall to the extent that even when you're going to, when you have to walk on a runway, you get scared.
That you might
understand.
Yeah, kind of. Those who are not good in wearing heels and not practice.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so how long have you been in the modeling field?
Well, I've been in the modeling field for about 4 to 5 years now, and that's it.
4 to 5 years.
Yeah.
4 years.
4 years. Yeah. Oh, okay. So then I'll rate it as you 4 years. So meaning, are you doing modeling full time?
Well, I'm not doing modeling full time. In Ghana here, when you think of doing modeling full time, I think you're gonna go hungry because it doesn't pay much here.
Doesn't pay much.
Yeah, that's why
that is the area that we're going to talk about, because in the Western world, modeling is paying so much. But when it comes to in our settings, modeling, it seems like people take it for granted. That's an let me go showcase myself, and then there's a question that I'll be asking that people take modeling to be as a sexual exploit and all that. It's a question that I'll be asking so that we'll talk about it. But we are not in our normal time, so please let's somebody say let's speak out a little bit. Okay. So we are still streaming our show on all the social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and also on YouTube. So go check out what we are doing today. Is a holiday edition, and also my guest is Eva and then Kofi. So back to Eva.
Okay.
Before we enter into if modeling is paying us so much, we'll talk about how people see modeling to be a sexual exploit and all that. Do you agree with that?
Well, I think people have the perception that models are whole or they are prostitutes, but I think it's not I think it's not true.
Is it because you say that you are in the field, that's why you're
Yeah, I would say I'm in the field, and that's the reason why I understand how modeling works. Actually, some models have made the perception to people, for them to think they're kind of hey. But I think modeling is all about fashion, beauty, and all that. So that's all I can say about it.
So, Kofi,
well, I think that's exactly what Tifa is saying, because right now in this modern society, right now, you tell your mom or your dad you want to become a model, and he looks right into your face and be like, "Are you serious?" That thing, and you just go he just kill your venom. You just kill your venom after that time, right? But that's not what I think it is, because I've been in the industry for about 4 years, and then I think I've been facing the challenges of that sort. Though some may just come in, you choose to let it fall on you, or you choose to get in. You understand?
Yeah.
So if the society is saying such, it's basically because of what others are doing for them to see. You understand? Because I won't put myself out there for me to be known as a womanizer.
Okay.
You understand? So it's 50-50.
It's 50-50.
Yeah,
sure.
It's 50-50.
Okay. Because it's something that it's with the people are there, something that they normally say that, modelers with this, they are kind of this, they are kind of that.
And then I think the problem is with the kind of pictures some people put out there too.
Right. It's something that you touch about, because it sounds like if you're a model and then you don't expose some part of your body, then Charlie, you're on kind of crowd. Is it true, Eva?
Well, I think it's not true. It's not true.
It's not true. So you have pictures in which you have not even showcased any of your.
Well, I have done some couple of pictures that shows part of my body. It's due to maybe some particular jobs I'm supposed to get or some gigs
Okay.
I'm supposed to make. So I do take in such pictures for that aspect of it. But then nudity shouldn't be like a reason for like most models to do and all that. But most people do nudity as an.
Okay, so we have Eva's picture on the screen. So, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, African print.
African print. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, so you were saying something, Eva.
Well, nudity.
Yeah.
Is an art. It's an art, but then people have it that people are trying to take it an extra mile and making it like I don't know put it, but they're putting for people for them to gain that kind of like attention and all that.
So how much do you charge for such? And
Car Fashion Week.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay, as I said earlier, he doesn't pay. So
how much did you
We
charge?
are just managing.
How much did you charge? Is it for free?
Well, we didn't charge, but then they'll put it out to you on a contract that I'm going to pay you this amount of money.
So how much money did they give you?
Oh, I can just tell you.
Then it's quite big. If you can't mention it, then it's quite something worth.
No, that is quite big, but there's a question mark there.
There's a question mark.
You just have to avoid that side.
Meaning you didn't read the contract very well before signing it.
Oh, sometimes you have to be on such platform for people like maybe you don't know who you're going to meet someday, so you have to be on such. Sometimes you have to sacrifice and then be on such platform. So
such platform.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Basically, modeling in Ghana doesn't pay. You understand? And then when you're a freelance model, that's when you get to face such challenges.
Such challenges.
But when you're with an agency, you have to pay through your management. Then they share the money with you. You understand? But modeling in Africa actually doesn't pay.
Doesn't pay.
Yeah.
Okay. Eva, what do you think the music, the industry, the creative art industry is not doing? That is not pushing the modeling agency or the modeling.
Well, the fact that they don't pay their models after they have rendered their services, and then there are so many industries in Ghana here, and then people are trying to establish an agency just to extort money from models. At the end of the day, leaving them like you see them out, and then they are more like untrained models, go for casting, and then they're not being selected. So they get intimidated at the end, doing stuff that they're not supposed to do. More like going to have like having sex just to be on certain platforms and all that. So I think if the creative industry do something about the fact that they pay their models and all that, I think it will actually help the industry.
Okay, but have you had encounter?
Well, I have had encounter, more like wanting to have something to do with me before giving me or putting me on the show and that kind of thing. So it's all happened, like it happens.
All happened. Kofi, would your brand as a model, does it affect you in the society?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Yeah. It depends on what I put out there, because everybody knows me to be one cool model. I just lay everywhere. You understand? So I don't do much of the body exposed. I'm mostly doing the editorial aspect, which is the shoot and mostly the runway. You understand? So if I'm walking on the street and I'm wearing something, it's me. That's me. That doesn't concern you. So if I'm me here, and I'm me out there too.
So meaning, if you're me, that one you charge big, but if you're out there, you don't charge big. Right?
Not
Yeah, because if you're on the street, that one will be normal vibe. Everybody go feel vibe plus you.
Oh, yeah.
But if you come to the office, that one there, Charlie, you go take on big.
Charlie, if you take on.
Meaning you are getting a lot of money in this modeling.
About about that.
So what is your biggest gig you get so far? Where you hit you, we say, Coach, this one I'm big.
Biggest gig I don't get some yet.
Oh, what's you they like?
Oh. but one gig we come where actually it didn't go through.
It didn't go through.
Some 1, 2, 3 things. Yeah, it was a shoot I was supposed to go do for Adidas, but there was some 2, 3 misunderstanding back there, so it just didn't happen.
Share your experience
with that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was just the one who didn't. I had a mail from a photographer who works with Adidas. That in the US, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So he sent me whatever the information, the details of everything that I need to do before I come up there. But I was just left with a letter because I work with a management, you understand? And I can't just do things on my own. So they needed to send me a letter before I take the step.
Okay.
But I don't know what happened actually. The letter just got delayed and it just went like that.
Oh, okay. So Kofi is on the screen now. Oh, but this one, if the model for Adidas in shorts inside, I go be wicked though. Where money to where you go take, eh? Oh. So you see the hair?
Yeah.
Your haircut. Do you grow them specifically for a shoot?
To talk about that, that's why we say modeling is a passion. Actually, I had that hair when I first started modeling.
Okay.
You understand? So, and I went for a program like that, and one designer just saw me and was like, oh, he likes my hair, so he want me to do a show like this for him. So I just had to put things together and do it. But when it comes to like modeling, your hair just has to be what you think will be good for you or will fit you. You understand? You can't just look nasty out there and expect a designer to come for you. You get me? You're a product and you're selling out yourself. If you're a good product, big companies will come for you. But if you're not a better product or like a well-trained product, you just remain as you are. You understand?
Sure.
So meaning with this one is runway, right?
This is runway.
Runway. Okay. And then you just did an ad, or you just did an ad for the costume that you're wearing.
No, for this I went for this was a fashion graduation in one of the fashion schools in Ghana. Okay. So we just went for audition. We got selected. And we did this.
Okay. Right. So then so if somebody should watch this, then the person will think, oh, Kofi has money. Because look at everything. Everything shows that modeling is paying.
Yeah, man.
Modeling is paying. But for the viewers out there and the other 1 or 2 people think that that thing that they go through.
Even if it's not paying, you should at least invest in yourself so that people would see you and be like, I want to.
Oh, okay.
Mostly, though we don't get much from what we do, but then we also do invest in ourselves too.
So meaning, so are you considering modeling to be your full-time?
No, I can't do modeling full-time in Ghana here. Or else I'll go hungry. I'll starve to death.
Oh, yeah.
Because modeling in Ghana, it doesn't come like normally on a regular basis. It comes once in a while. So why would I be using modeling as my profession, like full-time? But then when I'm supposed to go international, I think they do pay much, so I think I would actually consider doing modeling full-time.
Okay, so aside modeling, what else do you want to?
Well, I'm a journalist too, and also do more of acting too. So that's about it.
Kofi, so you're on full-time, eh?
Oh, no. It can't be full-time.
It can't be full-time. I'm going to catch you.
Not be hungry alone, Charlie. It be stressful.
It's stressful.
Yeah.
Okay. So aside modeling, what else do you?
Oh, I do a lot. Actually. I'm a PA to one of the fashion designers in Ghana.
Okay, right.
She's named Asia Freak, and then I also run a mini restaurant with a colleague.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Okay. So I'm going to ask, somebody sent me something to ask that. What is the difference between a pageant show and a beauty show? pageant show and then a beauty show?
Well, I think there is no difference. Because I think a pageant show is the same as a beauty show. And only if maybe you say a fashion show and then a beauty show.
Okay.
Yeah, so a fashion show is basically advertising, promoting the works of a designer on a runway, a billboard, photo shoot, music videos, etc.
Okay. Kofi, do you want to add something to
that's
that?
exactly what she said.
Okay. So, and also, the same question. Said, how often does a model get contract, and what can it be? How often does a model get contract, and what can it be?
Well,
okay. Before.
And then the question is something else. So
Yeah,
let's go back
something
to what the creative act industry should do so that at least we modelers here in GH would get the recognition in the Western world. And what do you think we should do, or what do you think the industry should do so that at least it will project you to the limelight or to the pedestal in which the Western world are pushing? What do you think the industry should do?
Well, I think we should avoid favoritism. So more like they do when you go for casting. At the end of the day, though you've trained very well to be on that casting, you go and then you're not selected. At the end of the day, those people who are not well trained or they have no talent like to be on the show are the ones who are pushed into those kind of platforms due to the fact that who knows me, like who knows you.
So it's up there too.
Yeah, it's out there too.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere actually.
It's everywhere.
Oh.
Because I would say models need to be respected. You understand? Due to what the society is putting out there, saying they are prostitutes, we are whatever. They just have to know modeling is actually a lifestyle that everybody is living. Because you just out there, like someone might just see you and be like, wow, I just like how you're looking. Who sold that for you? You just give out the person's information, then it goes on like that. You could be a model with how you're looking right there. You understand me? If models are not respected, I don't think modeling in Ghana will go as far as we want. Because we have top shows in Ghana that hit the African market. Like Glades Africa, Accra Fashion Week, Mercedes-Benz. Like, come on, we have top shows here in Africa.
Is it because that we have not branded ourselves well to the Western world?
The society just don't want, no. To the Western world, they actually like what we're doing. But to our society, they don't want to accept fashion or modeling in Ghana. Do you understand? But if Ghana as a whole, or all of us come together to accept modeling and put aside the negative aspect, I think it will grow.
Okay.
And with the favoritism too, it doesn't have to come in. Understand? If someone is good at what he or she is doing, just go for that person and let him or her do her job. Understand? But someone who use the back door, either go sleep with the person or pay for she or him to be on the show. Understand?
Okay. So with Eva, with what we're discussing now, as in the creative art industry should give the model agency here in GH, or if you should be in a position to change something that will put you guys to a certain level, what would be your
to pay models and then to recruit the right. There are some agencies that are giving hope to people who actually doesn't have the qualities to be a model, just though to put them into the agency and then a stop from them. And then at the end of the day, they just like come out there and then disturbing us at the time. So That's all about it.
Okay, and then also, would you say that somebody say, okay, this is a calling, this is this, but this one I'm learning it. Would you say that modeling is a gift or is something that you are learning it to reach to a certain height?
Well, modeling, some people take one, others have taken it as a very professional career. Yeah, so modeling is not a calling, but then if you have the passion for it, and then you feel you have all what it takes to be there, and you have that kind of mind that you want to reach certain height or go international, I think.
Okay. So, Kofi, will you advise your kid
to be a model?
Yeah. With what you are experiencing now?
With what I'm experiencing now, I would if it's his passion or her passion, I would actually allow him or her to do it. You understand? And also try to lecture her or him on something else. You understand? Because you can't actually focus on one thing.
Okay.
You understand me? You can't actually focus. What if there's no, because right now our works are being sold on social media. What if there's no social media?
Mm-hmm.
How would we model sell our brand?
Mm-hmm.
Understand me? I would even know about Eva or Kofi David or any top model out there. You wouldn't know. Right? You understand me? Because that's just reality. So we shouldn't just be addicted to or attached to one thing. You understand me?
Okay. So somebody was asked that. Oh, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I want to say if my child or my daughter has the passion to be a model, I wouldn't stop her. I wouldn't stop her. She should just go for what she would want to do. And then also, I would educate her and then advise her on certain things and how the modeling industry works. So she shouldn't go out there and then do anything just like that. She should be well equipped, very decent and all that. So educating your child.
How did your parents accept you as you told them that you wanted to be a model?
Well, they didn't like the fact that I wanted to be a model. As I said earlier, they had that perception that models are, are very loose and then kind of thing. But I made them understand that modeling is not all about exposing your body, but then it's how you put yourself out there. So then I think they understood me now. I'm still doing modeling too.
You're still doing.
Yeah.
So they are proud of it.
I'm proud of being. I'm proud to be a model.
You're proud to be a model.
I'm proud to be a model.
What about your parents?
Well, but then I'm not doing modeling alone, so you understand what I'm doing.
So they can be proud on the other side, but with modeling, no.
They are good to go. They understand what I do, so.
Kofi wanted to say something.
No. Well, with me, I didn't actually have any challenge. I didn't actually get any challenge with my parents when I said I wanted to be a model. My dad was just there one time ago. One time watching telly, and he just saw me on telly. I was like, "Oh, how come?" You understand me? It just happened out of the blues like that. You get it?
Okay.
So, yeah. I wasn't stopped actually.
There's a question out here. It said by Tina Love. He said, "Nice one. You guys are doing well. Keep it up." Okay.
Thank you.
It has always been my desire to become a model, but the society won't allow me. Big ups, guys. Okay. So that is what we are talking about. The society don't accept models here. But it's the fact that in as much we want society to accept us, we also have to put a good behavior out there, because we have same models in which anything at all, if you call them, they go do. I be them day.
Oh, them day.
Them day. So it's just like the few people who want to stick to what they want to do. That is, the bad ones is
So we don't actually have like bad ones or something. It's I don't know how to put it, but
more like desperation to be on a certain.
Yeah.
That does it.
So what is the future like on you as a model?
Oh, that's a question.
Yeah, sure. Give yourself, let's say, like 2 years. How do you want to see yourself?
Oh, I want to be everywhere. Actually,
Everywhere?
Yeah, with my works. I just want my brand to be known professionally, and then just be at the top. Yeah, you know, because you understand? Yeah, yabre.
So, Eva, how do you want to see yourself in the next? I would say 2 years. I said 2 years, but you 3 years.
Me in few years. Okay, in few years, I would want to see myself out there, and then working on high fashion shows such as London Fashion Show, Sudan Fashion Show, and a lot of kind of international contracts. So that's how I want to see, and I want to make my brand known. That's Eva, and then that's all.
That's all. Okay. There's a tough question that I'm going to ask, but it's not all that tough per se. Somebody said I should ask you that: are you into any relationship and all that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then a guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So how is your personal coping with the career in which you are in now?
I think you add Eva
Why me first?
Just answer.
No, why me
I
first?
want to pick some apple from here. Then answer the question.
Okay, so Eva, I better say ladies first.
Yeah, ladies first.
Okay, so how is your guy coping with your career now?
Well, he understands what I do. He actually, at the beginning, he saw me doing stuff that he didn't like, and then he told me about it, which I think changed everything. So I had to go back to the way I was, because at first I used to wear designs outfits and then take photo shoot and post it out there. But I got to a point I was doing those kind of semi-nude just to get certain works to do and like gigs and all that. So he saw it out there and he didn't like it. So I think I listened to him and did the right thing. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So big ups to that gentleman out there, and also to Kofi. If you run, you go run, but I know where Kofi hide. So how is your lady coping with your career?
Well, she's happy with it actually, because she always sometimes sit down with me, talk things out with me. You understand? And if I'm doing something that she thinks wouldn't sell my brand, she pick up her phone and call me and go like, "Hey, Dave, why don't you do this like this?" Though she's not on my field, but she shares her ideas with me.
Okay.
She's cool. She doesn't have any problem with me, because I mean.
I say she support you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, nice one. Oh, nice one. Eva, you're wrapping up. So your final word, and also if you have anything to say, your social media handles and all that, just put it out there.
Okay. All I can say is that if you want to be a model, you should actually go for it. You should just do what you think is best for you, and then that's all I can say.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Kofi.
Well, to everybody watching us out there, I would say modeling is a good thing. It's not bad, as they say. And if you want to become one, you should go for it.
You should go for it.
Yeah. And as of now, we don't know what's going on, so we should just keep ourselves protected, have the nose masks on, get the sanitizers in our bags, so we could actually live to see tomorrow. Understand?
Okay.
So
Kofi, with COVID-19 and stuff, how are you feeling it?
It is sport thing, so Charlie.
It is sport things. It is sport business.
It is sport business.
It is sport business. Eva, you?
Yeah, it has made some fashion shows being postponed to who knows when, because it's still ongoing, so we don't even know.
Most runway shows has this international designers on, so if our borders are closed, we can have a show though, but it won't be lively as we want it. You understand me?
Probably a virtual show. Then you just be walking and going and coming.
With the distance for the audience, I go do like from here to here.
Yeah.
It go ball.
I'm wearing the nose mask and I just feel uneasy, like I can't breathe well.
You are not in a normal time, so this one here you have to understand, you know. And nowadays too, you can't even out and then go have your normal fun as you used to. You have to observe the social distancing and all that. Your social media handles, and then we wrap up.
Okay, on IG, Eve the model. Yeah.
Okay. And Kofi.
Okay, so on IG I'm Kofi David, Twitter Kofi David 123, Facebook Kofi David, and even on everywhere Kofi David.
Everywhere Kofi David. So even if you go to everywhere on social media handle, it's Kofi David. And also Ivy, your own.
Eva.
Okay. Ivy, I said Eva. Okay. So sorry. Come again.
Your wife be Ivy.
Oh no! When I was coming, I just mentioned some Ivy on the road, so that's why.
Sure.
so all too soon. That's how time will permit us with this segment. That is the fashion. That's a great interview, and also a great opportunity having this great, lady, and then also a gentleman. Very nice costume, and also with the nose marks and everything. Very nice. So we'll go on a quick break. When we come back to the studio, the show still continues. So enjoy. We'll be right back.
Supa na wanya pomuden se wo banum nso a hwe hu ni se eye mega purified mineral water eye nso ayeto ni baby pa asaso ni so se kroje se wonya mega purified mineral water bogu ubu a wo see you manum nsupa mega mineral water de edanso esan say the modern technology so na aye ede na nkabia ni atri mega purified mineral water bacteria na mhen wa bewrem eye very hygienic obia di one dance mega mineral water neatly packaged for 500 ml bottles mu na wani boswa na okon donsio wo benya mega purified mineral water to bebia to phone call dodo wa amount for tipa junction ana fre 050 7055 409 ana 055 392 1088 mega purified mineral water akona kono.
Got away brilliantly indeed. He's ahead of the field at the moment. And Bolt going very near. Comes Usain Bolt. And the Blazers win the series.
Join me, Samuel Kusi Apia, every Monday at 8 p.m. on Adoatv as I bring you good things from the world of sports.
Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240 926 564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
One peswa ho no mono eho etisenye brodon so ho awoten eho so etisenye o memuna nkasa woten no eho so etisen eni insem bi diko insem bi editie timemufo ete pentekwato santene koto aba wo hwe ne mo kwan se aka kendifo wo beyi won betumi aboa ama mman no etumi etumpon eso akendifo ebegidwa no etena so a na chese sebia oso timemufo to a wotua no wode wasa wonsrem insem bi ko insem bi editie we intine ho behia se memende biada wabrabo nonkron e wo wudon no so sei ken woni me ebedi ehia e wo Adoatv kasa fidie so wobra ye to nsa afra manyofo a wode amanyosem akoten wona bia hye wonim di ankasa etwetwe nkomo wobra ye to nsa afam umra hye bedwem ni no mesini kracho wo honom ebetutu na no na achesen sema edika editie no ya toto ho sere ene abasa e wo kasa fidie eso me a metine dwem edigimedie ho chiame edi amede so ene political baby face.
Borges extra virgin olive oil, best for salad dressing. A little of Borges classic olive oil will make delicious meals. Borges with garlic, excellent for your grills. Make your meals healthy with Borges.
I maintain a healthy life with Borges olive oil.
Borges olive oil, the very best always.
Ago, good people of Ghana. Here are some safety measures on prevention of coronavirus. 1. Cover your mouth with tissue when you cough or sneeze. Dispose of tissue into a bin immediately you cough into it and wash your hands with soap and running water. Avoid shaking hands and use sanitizers as often as you can. Signs and symptoms of coronavirus include fever, cough, sneezing, and difficulty in breathing. Should you experience any of these, or for more inquiries, please contact 0558 439 868. That's 0558 439 868. Or call 0509 497 700. That's 0509 497 700.
Remember to always wash your hands with soap and running water.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, the Ghana Health Service, and partners.
Zabre malaria near Woody Bibi. Hey, Jackson mix and near Ocean one what you are. No, I'm young red. Wapas, chicken one. Jackson Mr. So and Vanya grow. When you know that I want to no. Malaria and quadia, no me yakse mixer. Now bet yes, king. They won't any more about food, about my flower, about flower only in and no murdering. Jackson have a mister, only size.
John, Ufini new. Wow, Edeyefe, Eddie, Wabwejuma. I check Rufina, or ye fell one casa from Asatec. Oh, Nansem, roofing is a baby bray, nice keke. Why the catcher? Asatec roofing sheet dear, and your nice keke, with the bodan swa a chey and renache. They want a calisa who do a fair be bray. No new free roofing sheet, no dear. Who hear that will be out. Now, so the bodan swa, a year supampe. What means which Roman send your open roofing sheet to you try the summer pepe. Mama poor Asatec money there. One of my technical advice na estimate free or professional installers so aware your on-site installation. Ni boss crowd da pa. Oh yes, quality ni bo da feminine. Asatec 5 days pay na musa kan order na we year after sales service proper binso. Hwehwe Asatec Watema Community 2, Meridian Road, Ebenkoko Board Warehouse, Western Region. So Asatec Watakrade Anaji, Yeni Princeland Hotel and the Shinimu, and a Volta Region yawo Akachi South District Assembly Kwano so wa.
All right, so if you just tune in, this is the Medi Holiday edition of the AM Ghana Morning Show, and I am your host, Mary Kote. Now, earlier on, we had the newspaper review segment where I sat with my colleagues, Isaac Morty, and then Captain George McLean. And then we had DK coming in with his guest to talk about making modeling attractive. Now, we're moving on to another segment where I have here with me the Deputy General Secretary of the Public Service Workers Union of TUC. Today, as usual, and we all know it is Workers' Day, Labour's Day, so we want to bring you more education on issue pertaining to employment and other stuff. So I will be having a discussion with him, and then we will get more enlightened on Workers' Day. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Can you do a little bit introduction of yourself?
Okay, thank you very much. My name is John Nidon Sampa. As you rightly mentioned, the Deputy General Secretary of the Public Services Workers Union. The Public Services Workers Union is one of the affiliates of TUC Ghana, and we are made up of public sector institutions, about 65 of them. I will not be able to mention all of them. Yeah.
Okay, so before we move straight to business, today is Workers' Day. It's something that is being celebrated globally. Would you have some few words to say to probably your workers and every worker out there before we move on to the main?
Okay, so I want to take this opportunity to wish all workers of the world and also workers of Ghana International Workers Solidarity Day. Workers have worked so hard throughout the year, and May Day is usually a day that internationally is recognized for workers' contribution to the economy, the workers' contribution to our societies. And so on this day, I especially want to wish all workers of Ghana, irrespective of which union they belong to, but more importantly, the Public Services Workers Union, whom I represent.
Okay, thank you. So workers indeed deserve it. They deserve it. And we say are equal to all workers globally. Now, moving on. Celebrating the Ghanaian worker after 63 years of independence. Our first, May Day celebration we had was in 1960. It's been 63 years after. What is your take on it?
Wow. Right after independence, or even before independence, for example, the TUC was launched 12 years before Ghana gained independence. So workers were integral part of the struggle for independence.
Okay.
So right from there, workers have contributed until independence. It was based on the contribution of workers that the first president of the Republic, Kwame Nkrumah, actually recognized the contribution of workers, and even as a way of appreciating workers' contribution, donated the TUC Hall, the Hall of Trade Unions, to workers from the government to recognize the special contribution of workers. Right after that, the workers in Ghana, like all over the world, have contributed greatly through the selling of their labor. If you go to Trotro station, you see people in this TV station, you see workers all over the world. You see workers contributing their quota to the economy. And so far so good. Workers and successive government have cooperated very well. Workers and employers associations and employers in general have cooperated very well until today. And so whatever we see we have achieved as a country couldn't have been achieved without the contribution of workers. And so I would say so far so good. We have few challenges, but we have cooperated well.
So what is your overall assessment on a scale of 1 to 10? How would you rate it?
Assessment of the cooperation or the contribution of the Ghanaian worker.
Both being put together after 63 years.
Well, I
asked that question due to the pandemic in which we find ourselves would contribute to it. So what would be your assessment on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, I would say that workers have, usually we don't give 100%, but I think that we have contributed over 80%. So if you're asking me to rate it, I may say that for 80%, workers have discharged their respective responsibilities very well.
Okay. Workers have discharged their responsibilities. But what is the motive behind it? I think people need to get it, like the way an initiative by the first president. What is the motive
behind the May Day?
Behind the May Day celebration?
Okay, thank you very much. May Day celebration actually started from U.S. in the Chicago, where workers were working from 10 hours to 16 hours. So workers realized that that was too much. And so they decided to demonstrate, to ask 8 hours working period. Employers at the time did not accept it. The state did not accept it. So it eventually happened that there was riot, there was a strike, and out of that strike, the police were dispatched to also confront the workers' demonstration. Some workers, about 7 workers were killed, about 3 police officers were also killed, and a few other people injured. So based on that one, the whole world attention came to the place. In fact, these particular workers that led the process, including other workers' leaders who were not even part of the strike, were arrested. And they were actually hanged. They were actually sentenced to death by hanging. So this actually drew international attention. And all over the world, people started also demonstrating that 10 to 16 hours was too much and that there was a need for 8 working hours. It is as a result of this that the whole world today have accepted, even if not 8 hours, lesser than 8 hours. So this is the main significance of May Day celebration. Based on the route that occurred where people actually died, then when it was realized that it was even something good, and then it was accepted internationally, the whole world accepted that let us do something to remember how the 8 working hours got started, how people sacrificed their life, and moving forward, never again to go into a time like that.
Okay, so now let's bring it to our country, Ghana. Yeah. Has Ghana made progress so far in terms of laboring activities, both in government and then private institutions?
I didn't get that one. In terms of what?
Has Ghana made progress in terms of laboring activities? You know, we have the Labor Act and then some terms and conditions, rights of workers, you know, all that, both at the private and then the government institutions.
Okay, thank you very much for the question. I would say so far so good. Ghana is one of the countries that have ratified most of the important international labor conventions that provide for decent employment or decent work, the right of the worker, social protection, and the rest, unlike other countries. And so in terms of labor legislation, we have done quite well. But you have to move on from legislation into the actualities. And that is where we have few challenges. So far, both the Constitution of Ghana and the Labor Act at CIFA 1 of 2003 actually guarantee the right of the worker, including the right to work for 8 hours, the right for leave, the right for paid maternity leave, and those kind of things. So most organizations respect this right in the act. The right to come together, the right to form a union and to think about themselves, most organizations accept it, except few other organizations that for obvious reasons may not want to allow this. But Ghana as a state, we have done quite well in terms of labor. If you come to on the ground, the government is the majority employer. And because the government have ratified this convention, the government is doing very well. And so hardly do you go to government institutions where the basic rights of workers are violated. The violation largely occur in private organizations where either they are not too much happy with that particular legislation or the right of the worker, or they are oblivious of it. And the TUC and its the other organized labor, it is our responsibility to educate Ghanaians, educate the workers to know that they have right to dignity of work. And that right includes the right to come together to form their own association, not to destroy the organization, to help the employer to make sure that there is sustainability in the organization. Nevertheless, as they fight for the sustainability of the organization, there should be a fair share of their labor, whereby their working conditions, their salaries, and other things are also put right. And that is actually what the TUC and its affiliate unions do.
Okay, so this year, what are some of the measures that the TUC is putting in place? Aside this, today is May Day. Are there any reforms being taken by the TUC? Because we're in a pandemic where some institutions are laying off workers due to financial stuff. What are some of the things that are being put in place?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. As the president put it right, we are not in normal times, and therefore abnormal times also require maybe abnormal strategies. In all this, labor or organized labor have been involved with the government and employers in fashioning out how the negative effect of the pandemic is mitigated by both parties through social dialogue. And so the tripartite committee have actually met, and they have also, the tripartite committee involved government, employers association, and organized labor, where they have actually come out with a win-win mitigating strategies, where, because in this particular time, employers are also suffering. There's no work, and people are made asked to stay home, during the first part of the restriction, which was the partial lockdown. Now it has been lifted. But you can see that because of the pandemic, labor activities in the organizations are slow, which also means that money that will come to the organization is quite slow. How do we dialogue such that we save the organization and the workers too are able to get something to eat? And this organized labor and government and employers association have done very well. We know that there are few organizations that indeed it is not on a very large scale, but due to the challenges have closed down the organizations, or they have laid down workers, or they are threatening to lay down workers, or they have asked people to stay home like on paid leave. And organized labor and government is sitting down and see how best employers are supported, even in this time, to sustain their organizations.
Okay, so what role do you think this year's celebration will play in the coming years? We find ourselves in a pandemic where it has exposed us in several sectors of our lives and then in nation as a whole. So what would this year's celebration, what role will it play in the coming year in terms of us making certain decisions and certain arrangements?
I strongly believe that this particular pandemic has exposed the vulnerability not only of Ghana but of the whole world. And therefore, right after this pandemic, we will have to come with measures that should any such pandemic actually occur, we are better able to mitigate the losses. For example, in the advanced countries where they have a lot of money, while people are staying home, the government is able to pay them, or the state is able to support industries and they are able to pay them unemployment benefits. In our part of the world, we don't have that. What does it tell us? It tells us that we need to create a fund where we are able to contribute something small over both the states, the employers, and maybe even workers. Where there is a situation like this, then workers can be supported. I mean, my children's school wrote to me asking us to pay the third term school fees when in actual sense they didn't even finish the second term. But when people question, the point is that the teachers over there are supposed to be paid, and the only source of revenue is through school fees. So if we decide not to pay the school fees, what it actually means is that the workers over there, the teachers over there, will not get paid. It tells you that as a nation, we have to develop funds or schemes that in times like this, we are able to mitigate the losses. It also tells us that in the organization, while we have time and we have energy, while we don't have any restrictions, we have to work hard as workers to increase productivity so that as we make a lot of gains, we are able to save some of the gains, that in times, in difficult times like this, we are able to make it better. So I strongly believe that this whole pandemic has shown the vulnerability of our existing society and how things are structured. And going forward, people will be thinking outside the box and making sure that there are either legislations, protocols, and arrangements that will forestall such a pandemic.
But do you think institutions' expectations have been met?
Met by the government?
In terms of the achievement, the expectation that they've set before them, has it been met as an institution, as a nation?
Well, if I understood, are you talking about their expectations, like their plans for the year vis-a-vis this pandemic?
Yes. So has it been met? Looking at it from that point, from your own point of view, do you think the expectations has been met?
Well, not in its entirety. Not in its entirety. In fact, this pandemic has actually disrupted every program that organizations have. And based on that one, they are expecting either government intervention or intervention from various angles. Well, the government for now has actually established the COVID-19 trust fund where organizations are contributing into it. It was supported by labor. In fact, when organized labor visited the president, it was part of the recommendation that was made by organized labor. But we also believe that government and its advisors might have also thought about it. And so labor was quite happy that it was established. We believe that the trustees of the fund will manage that fund very well. And they shouldn't wait. The little that we have received, including whatever support and loans or grants that the state has received from international partners, should quickly be dispersed because people have already started feeling the impact of the pandemic. As we are speaking, in April, in March, people were paid, but in this April, which they should be receiving their salary now, there are some organizations that have not been able to pay. And government should quickly be able to identify all these organizations and the little that they have received or whatever support they think they will give to industry, it must be now. Also because if we don't do it on time, it may be too late.
But is government interventions during this time encouraging so far?
From organized labor point of view and my personal perspective, it has been fantastic. The state has not actually renege in its responsibilities, if you look at how they give information, if you look at the various social interventions that the state have announced, if these are not just promises, but they are indeed implemented, every Ghanaian will see that in our scarce resources, at least the state has done something. And I think that the state has actually been on top of its responsibilities.
Okay, so has much attention been paid to unemployment?
It is still an early stage yet. As I said, organized labor, the TUC and all its affiliates, we are all part in a social dialogue with the state as to what should be done. And so as we speak, that is why you have not heard so many employers laying off workers. Indeed, during the lockdown, a lot of organizations did not go to work except their essential service. And even essential service provided, it is only few essential workers in that setup that actually work. But you have not heard that people have laid people off on a mass scale. It also due to the assurances of the social dialogue that is ongoing. And so if those social dialogue was absent, of course, the impact we feel today will have been worse. And we are believing that in few days from now, if there are few other interventions that government intend to give to employers so they are able to maintain their workers, it will also be announced such that employers will continue to maintain their workers. Now that there is no restriction, people can go to work. That is very good. We know that the announcement was received with mixed feelings also because some people thought that we should still stay home. But if you are the barber, you are the barber in the community, if you are the taxi driver in the community and they said you should not go out, and the state is not providing any money for you and you cannot take care of your children, then you will realize that hunger can kill more than COVID-19. And so we think that the decision taken by the president is right because he has a lot of intelligence, not only the limited perspective that an individual may think. And we are following all the process closely as organized labor, making input and interventions where necessary. And where we think that something has gone wrong, we will actually cry foul.
Come in. Okay, so let's look at this. Institutions are, lamenting on how this pandemic is affecting them. Do you think laying off staff at this particular time is the right decision?
It's not the right decision to take. You see, workers are very reasonable. And in fact, in the organizations that are unionized, there are many sacrifices that workers have made. Strangely, sometimes workers or employers or owners of capital, they do not really bring workers together. But I bet you that even in this organization, decisions to be taken as to whether you should continue or you should not continue, whether you are breaking even or you are not breaking even, if workers or their representatives are brought together to fashion out strategies how to sustain your organization, you will be surprised the brilliant ideas that may come from the workers as a contribution to sustenance of the organization. That is what is lacking at some places. By many places where workers and the employers have come together, they have sacrificed a lot. As we are speaking, because of the pandemic, some organizations, workers have cooperated and they have sacrificed their leave. And therefore, they have taken the pandemic time as their leave so that when they return to work, they are not going to demand their leave. It is a sacrifice that workers are making. There are also some other incentives that even people get. But why they are not at the workplace, where it is established that the organization is really struggling, workers are able to defer. As we are speaking by now, some workers should have received their salary increment, they should have received their bonus, they should have received certain things. But workers at the enterprise level have come together with management either to defer payment, to suspend those increments, and to wait the outcome of the pandemic or the impact, the full impact of the pandemic. So workers are very reasonable. And I also think that employers, to a very large extent, have been reasonable And there is a lot of social dialogue going on in this pandemic. This pandemic has also made us aware that the infighting among employers and workers is not all good, and that we could collaborate better than any time. And so I believe that after this pandemic, the way we have come together to save those organizations, we should continue for the prosperity of those organizations.
Okay, so what are some of the measures that you think private institutions must put in place to ensure their sustainability, both in terms of production and then their employers as well?
Well, it depends on individual institution, from institution specific. But in the areas where I operate, it is a government organization. And we are trying to be efficient by way of, currently we are not in full production. So asking workers to take their leave or encouraging them to take their leave, so that by the time this pandemic will be over, you will have the full complement of all the workers and not some people are taking off, so that you can increase productivity. It's a good measure that they have taken, and the workers have also allowed that. There are other luxury and other things, sometimes of very top management, buying of cars, paying huge allowances here and there. All those things are things that we have to look at. After we have looked at all these and we realize that workers also need to sacrifice something, when it is brought to the table, it will be discussed by their representatives.
Okay, so let's look at this briefly before we move to your final words. Would you agree to the fact that government employees are not affected? Because people have the view that it is those in the private sectors that are being affected and not that of government employees. Would you agree to that?
It's not wholly true. It's not wholly true. Because of this pandemic, in various organizations, although government, I mean, it's not all the people that are, it's not all government organizations that are paid by the, from the consolidated fund. There are organizations like the VRAs, like the Greco, like the airport companies, all those places that they generate to pay themselves. The government don't pay them. They generate to pay. So imagine that the airlines and the airport has been closed down. Now it is the passengers that come and going and coming, that is where they make their money. Civil aviation, airport company. Now that this the borders have been closed, where would the people come? If this continue for 3 months, what it means is that all the over 3,000 workers you see at the airport carrying things, doing this, they will not be able to get money to pay this. So it is not only the private sector that have been affected. The government sector have also been affected. I have already given you an example where people have been asked to go home on leave, even when they are entitled to it.
Okay. So thank you. But before you go, what is your final word to workers? Before you give your final words to workers, what do you think should be the way forward going on henceforth?
Oh, I think that as we have done in our various national unions, the TUC, there are a lot of things that we are doing with our workers that sometimes is not coming to the public. And there are a lot of advice that we are giving to them. The first and foremost, our life is important. So the president directive, wearing of masks, also using sanitizers and washing hands, and all the safety protocols that have been put in place, I encourage workers to observe them. Apart from that, at the workplace, we are also supposed to cooperate with our various managements. We are in abnormal times.
Sure.
So this is not a time that one action of management should lead to demonstrations and other things. This is a time that where there is anything, the mother unions are informed, and then we dialogue to make sure that we solve the issues together. And we believe that when all these things are done, the workers will also work very hard to increase productivity, such that all the losses that have been made, we are able to gain them within the short possible time.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning on AM Ghana morning show. So that was the interview with the Deputy General Secretary of the Public Services Workers Union of TUC, Mr. Johnny Donu. We're going for a commercial break. When we come back, we have more for you.
John, Ufini, wow, Eddie, what boy Juma. I check Rufina, or you fell one cassa from Asatec. Oh, Nansam, roofing is a baby bray, nice keke. Why the catcher? Asatec roofing sheet today, and your nice keke, with the board dance were a chey and renache. They want to call us a hood of a fair be bray. No more free roofing sheet, no dear. Who hear that will be out? Now, so the board dance were a year supampe. What means which Roman send your open roofing sheet? You tell the summer pepe. Mama poor Asatec when you're there. One of my technical advice na estimate free or professional installers and so on your on-site installation. Oh yes, quality and that feminine. Asatec 5 days pay now can order. Now a year after sales service proper being so. Sheshe Asatec Watema Community 2, Meridian Road, a Bangkok Board Warehouse, Western Region. So Asatec Watakrade Anaji, Yeni Princeland Hotel and the and a Volta Region Yawo Akachi South District Assembly Kwainusuwa.
Supa na wanya pomuden se wo banum nso a hwe hu se eye mega purified mineral water eye nso a yeto ne baby pa asaso ne so se kroje se wonya mega purified mineral water bogu ubu a wo see you manum nsupa mega mineral water de edanso esan say the modern technology so na ye ede ne nkabia ne atri mega purified mineral water bacteria na mhen wa bewrem eye very hygienic obia di wadanse mega mineral water neatly packaged for 500 ml bottles mu na wani bosua na okon donsio wo benya mega purified mineral water to bebia etufon ko dodo wa amount 40 per junction ana afre 05070554009 ana 055392108 mega purified mineral water akona kono.
Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240-926-564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
Gatling got away brilliantly and he's ahead of the field at the moment and Bolt going very near comes Usain Bolt.
Join me, Samuel Kusi Apia, every Monday at 8 p.m. on Adoatv as I bring you good things from the world of sports.
And that's when you sign. na Jackson mixture mu endaso.
Da bre malaria ni ewuje bebrebe. Ah. Hey. Jackson mixture ni so wo hwe no wonu watwa. No. Yanam yomre. Wapo chichi wana. Jackson mixture. Jackson mixture. Jackson mixture. So and Vanya grow. Uti yo ya. Onu mu nyawde. Award wana. Vanya grow. No. Jackson mixture.
Eye malaria nkwadia. No Jackson mixture. Na beti asi kinken.
Mom enye ma oba afafu. Oba o ma bofra no fo. Abofra woni mfie du mienu enu modri. Jackson Herbal Mixture uni size.
Won peswa ho no mo no eho etisenye. Brodon so ho awoten no eho so etisenye. Omemuna nkasa woten no eho so etisen enyi. Insem bi diko, insem bi editie. Timemufo etipentokwato santene kwoto aba wo hwe ne mo kwan se aka kendifo obeyi won betumi aboa ama man no etumi etumpon eso akendifo ebegidwa no etena so a na chese sebia so timemufo to a wotua no wode wasa wonsrem insem diko insem editie we intine ho behia se memem de biada wo brabo non kron ewo wudon no so sei ken woni me ebedi ehia ewo Adoatv kasafidie so wo bra ye to nsa afra manyofo a wodo semo akotin wana bianhye wonim diankasa etwetwe nkomo wabra ye to nsa afam umahye bedwemni no mensini kracho wo honom ebetutu na no na achesen sema edika editie no ya toto ho sere ene abasa ewo kasefidi eso me a metine dwemu edigimedi ho chiame edi amede so ene political baby face.
Ago, good people of Ghana. Here are some safety measures on prevention of coronavirus. 1. Cover your mouth with tissue when you cough or sneeze. Dispose of tissue into a bin immediately you cough into it and wash your hands with soap and the running water. Avoid shaking hands and use sanitizers as often as you can. Signs and symptoms of coronavirus include fever, cough, sneezing, and difficulty in breathing. Should you experience any of these, or for more inquiries, please contact 0558 439 868. That's 0558 439 868. Or call 0509 497 700. That's 0509 497 700.
Remember to always wash your hands with soap and the running water.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, the Ghana Health Service, and partners.
Borges extra virgin olive oil, best for salad dressing. A little of Borges classic olive oil will make delicious meals. Borges with garlic, excellent for your girls. Make your meals healthy with Borges.
I maintain a healthy life with Borges olive oil.
Borges olive oil, the very best always.
John, wofini new. Wow, edeyefe edi wabwejuma. I check roofina. Oyefe wankasa from Asatek. Oh, na same roofing is aba bebre nice keke. Why na kacheo? Asatek roofing sheet die. Enye nice keke o. With the board dance wa echeyi. Enwe na che. Na won kalesa hodo fe bebre. No mu free roofing sheet no die. Who hear that we bia o. Na so the board dance wa ejire supampe. Utumi so chiro mo send your roofing sheet no. You try the sama pepepe. Mama po Asatek money there. One of technical advice na estimate free or professional installers nso a your on-site installation ne bo so kra da fompa. Oh yes, quality ne bo da feminine. Asatek 5 days pay na won can order na wo ye after sales service papa bi nso hwehwe Asatek Watema Community 2 Meridian Road Ebenkoko Board Warehouse Western Region. So Asatek Takrade Anaji ye ne Princeland Hotel and di hwene mu and Volta Region ye wo Akachi South District Assembly kwan no so ha.
Supa na wanya pomuden. Se wo benum nso a, hwe hu ni se eye Migo purified mineral water. Eye nso a yetu ni baby pa. Asaso ni so se kronje. Se wonya Migo purified mineral water bogu ubu a, wo see you manum nsupa. Migo mineral water de edanso. Esan say the modern technology so na ye. Ede na nkabia ni atri. Migo purified mineral water. Bacteria na mhenu aberem. Eye very hygienic. Obiye di one dance. Migo mineral water neatly packaged for 500 ml bottles mu. Na wani boswa na wokon donsio. Wobanya Migo purified mineral water to bebia. To phone call Dodowa Amount Tipa Junction. Ana fre 050 7055 409 ana 055 392 1088. Migo purified mineral water. Akona kono.
Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240 926 564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
Gatling got away brilliantly indeed. He's ahead of the field at the moment, and Bolt going very near. Comes Usain Bolt.
Join me, Samuel Kusi Apia, every Monday at 8 p.m. on Adoatv as I bring you good things from the world of sports.
Yeah, welcome to Adoatv. The Adoatv where you hear now in this. My name is Yawan Pofo Jr. It be me at the kind the sports update for the AM Sports Top me today can give you. For our first story inside now, party representatives they can render apology say then share some social media posts be say party they go Manchester United, party they go Arsenal, party they go here, party they go Premier League here and there and things. So this week inside where in father can link them up plus Manchester United then Arsenal or say get interest say go hard in the call and say Manchester United or the Premier League where Cedric Adams wanna own Sports Obama self can link them up to Manchester United. So this week inside then can render apology give Atletico Madrid say what they do no you know chill now then they beg them make them forgive them now. Partey no they go anywhere. So as it stands now, Partey they go Premier League, Partey they go Arsenal, Partey they go Manchester United in the end for here. Partey no they go anywhere. That be what in representatives can talk. So the video they watch right there, it be why Arsenal, Manchester United and things, then they search Thomas Partey. Why it be the most sought after Ghanaian midfielder ID. Thomas Partey, yes, the Ghanaian genius, the Ghanaian midfield maestro, Thomas Partey. That be the video they watch ID. Before we go move to on our next story, I won't make you talk in my mind. I won't make you go on a social media platform, Adoatv_GH for Twitter, then Instagram, then Adoatv Ghana for Facebook, then talk me your mind. Where you want to make Thomas Partey go, whether you want to make Thomas Partey go, Arsenal, you want to go Manchester United, or even if make it stay for Atletico Madrid, I won't make it talk with your idea for on our social media platforms. You go read those messages give you. So on our next story, coronavirus stormed the world of football. Yeah, coronavirus, you can't stop plenty things, plenty movements. So plenty movements, make a move on. At Sergio Aguero, he talks say them they fear say they will can't play the Premier League again. Earlier this week, Sergio Aguero then in players, a fellow Manchester City players can't talk say Charlie. The Premier League they then get then go play, but then they fear, then get family, then get children and things. Yeah, so make the Premier League board no look better then. You see, the Premier League board no do them a mind say change, then go play the league this season. So for him no there, then they fear say them are parents, then get parents, then get so many family. You look at the Argentines. If you say Argentine player, they if he carry like 20, 30 player family members come, they set this one. So Sergio Kun Aguero, he talks say them there, then they fear say then go play the league again. The same Premier League again. They remain determined say this season, like I talk change they won't play the season. Earlier this week, CAF sent message come Ghana say, within the next 5 days, they won't know the stand of the GFA, say they go play the league or not. FIFA send messages. You know, one thing we say, wanna health over everything. Wanna health, say you go protect your body, say you no go die over everything. So how like they talk, some players say they no want play the league, some say they won't play the league. But the Premier League there, then carry protective measures come say they won't make the players play the league. Then my mind be say, right, everybody day house and things, TV rights and things, fine, players no fee, fans no fee go pack, but the Premier League then they want earn money, more money for them. So then restart, then create some project restart proposal this weekend between today, Saturday, and then Sunday. Then they go discuss all those things. Then they go find the outcome of say they go play the league or they no go play the league. Still in the Premier League, the Premier League clubs, the English Premier League, them are clubs they talk say then they go buy nose masks. So Chelsea, Manchester United, then they go design shops, make them create face mask, give them, then make them done, then make them carry start the league. So the Premier League there, Charlie. Okay, so more news, more stories, more so many things that are happening in the world of football. More day adoanewsonline.com/sports. You go follow you for the social media handles. Hashtag Adwa Sports, hashtag Global Sports, hashtag just name it and then just tag us to it. Adoanewsonline.com. Like my name, I talk my name again. My name is Adoatv Jr. Before I go end the thing, I won't wish my sweetheart be where he did dance woman. Yes, and to a happy birthday from the bottom of my heart. You mean so much to me, Yeah, from the bottom of my heart, I say happy birthday, yes, and to her. So that be all the sports juice for today. I go leave this one give DJ Daz. DJ, they can't give you some sumptuous music. Hey, DJ, Charlie, you be the guy. Charlie, give me some juice. We make I carry wish my sweetheart, yes, and to her, happy birthday. Give me something nice, be. Yeah, that'd be DJ Daz. Yeah. Confuse me. Yeah, sometimes they confuse me, you know. Actually, you be the man, bro. So we'll switch over to DJ Downs and he'll give you all the latest tunes. And then the show continues. This is AM Ghana, this is AM Sports. My name is Adoatv Junior again.
Why we say that you in my mind? Say you no be option, no be lie. Oh yeah, make it run away, make it fly away. Oh no, no, no. Why we say that you in my mind? Say you no be option, no be lie. Oh yeah, make it fly away, make it run away.
You don't make me like vibe, you don't make me like a high. Something they pay me and I can't deny. Although you, it's see that body with the curve, it get on my nerve. Something they pay me, now me deserve. Although you, craze with a body shape, yeah, yeah. Same taste, a pigeon lime and more, yeah. Same taste, a pigeon lime and more, yeah. Same taste, a pigeon lime and more.
What do you give me is nothing. You don't tell me I know I'm falling in love, shut it. But what do you give me is nothing. Nothing I can't do for my baby, my baby. Anytime when you need me, come to me, my shawty, wallet. But in the dark, nothing I can't do for my baby, my baby. Till you get my shawty, oh, my baby. Till you get another man, so you know me again. The kind way when I feel that day, me I never feel talking again. I'm gonna go through like this, so I know your friend don't like my beat. But you don't say this kind thing, baby. Just let me know if you don't want to again. I know go disturb you, I know go stress you. Just let me know if you don't want to One time for your man. Yo, it's moving. Yeah, you know. Already. Now 1, 2, 3, break it down, y'all. Baby, that this they do me, they make I feel. Tell my heart from the
body they fe hook me. Then I go Ghana move fe hook me. Charlie when I be na me ni be they fe hook me. Mini ya no fe hook me. Asabena baso move fe hook me. One na power that so Charlie hook me. If you get the chilla Charlie papa they fe hook me. Young boy, baby you know everything I do for you. You know everything I say for you. So come hold my belly. Cause you my only belly. So come hold my belly. Cause you my only belly. If you love me, I ride you. If you love me,
enemies see they no be God, then once see my downfall. But the boy them know the flop. Me across my hands I jog. Zanku, 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 zanku.
DJ Dow, sit the buzz DJ. DJ Dow, sit the buzz DJ.
I want to see you shaky for that. Yeah. Sing for you like Ore. Give you loving no Kobe. Oh baby, they won't ban me yo. Wakuma suayo. I don't wanna me for me the empty all day. They won't ban me yo. When they spin past yo, yeah. All day I no go play with you. Oh darling. Rush. Me see the number. That she be me to the samba. Sexy mama.
Madina, Madina, Madina to go see Sekina, Sekina, Madina, 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 take me to Madina, Madina, Madina to go see Sekina, 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 to Selodina, Mahama, come with the Sepina, take you to Sunday, man, forget it, Karina, Matima, Fatima, them all be baller, now you the man, jingle bell, now you be my only jingle bell, gentleman never go kiss and tell, I swear it on my ring, my bell.
My name is Fela Magafi. Over. My name is Fela Magafi. Fela. My name is Fela Magafi. Fela. This is for your scam collect.
Rainy days I'll be there. In your storms I'll be right there. Better we ain't Benin back over time. Otungo ampe. I'll share you papa Sunday. I can watch out to a gig. We keep pushing so like a truck. Run up a plus with my baby. Me the inner she can't get by. I feel that I can so much. You know I can so much. I feel that I can so much. Beat that back there, rope, I can stick a foot to a wusako. Go down low, mommy, tap bolobo. Went to Jabba, who wants to go. But they don't we hustle every day. We dey suffer, but they suffer, no dey pay.
We've had enough. Our mothers also need to enjoy. So if you have some Amachi today's song, just to get our mothers on their feet as well as we celebrate our market women.
House.
Smash Up Ken is in the building.
DJ Dals. It's not been easy. Indeed, it is May Day, holiday edition, Workers' Day. It's not easy. Any job you do, appreciate it. So we came on the AM Ghana Morning Show today to be your host, just to put some smile on people's faces. We are not your regular kind of hostess, but then just to put smiles on your face is not easy at all. We had Fred coming your way with the AM Ghana Morning News, which, oh Charlie, wasn't easy at all. And then I had to come your way with the newspaper review segment with my colleagues, Isaac Morte and then Captain George McLean. We had an interview also with the Deputy Secretary General of the Public Service Workers Trade Union Congress of Ghana. And then we move on to some other activities as well, wrapping up with DJ Terrace. It's been amazing. Don't forget, we are still in the pandemic. Wash your hands regularly with soap and the running water. Have your hand sanitizers, your face masks. And I know today is holiday, you would want to go out, but please do stay home and be safe. Tomorrow people will go to the market to get their food stuff. Please go with your hand sanitizers, your nose masks, and be prepared before you move out. This is Adoatv, we say bringing good things to life. And I've been your host, Mary Korte. Do stay and enjoy the rest of our programs.
I will take you everywhere. Take you everywhere. Everybody gonna say you are my baby. Baby, baby. Oh, yeah, Chuck is love, baby. Baby, oh, yeah, Chuck is love. You know they stop child. Go say that you drop me a number. I know they feel they show they top, but they wonder. They in your back, boom, boom, they conquer. Look, see, I know they get no younger. So I they want friendship will be longer. With me today, tomorrow I will be stronger. Girl, I they want chop, you be my heart. Me I go party hard. You know me I go party hard. Me want party hard. Yes, see I party hard, hard. Me I go party hard. You know me I go party hard. Me want to party hard. Me want to party hard. Show the woman. What's up, woman? What's up, woman? Oh, lover. You was a sinner. What's a sinner? David no de. Kekere fun ma shegbe aja. O shegbe aja. One Benny. Ma fo. One no fe wala. Guess who it including? Over Satan power. Glory be to God in the highest. Somebody give them all the class. 1, 2, 3. Everybody put your hands in the air. Then move to the left like this. Hey. Everybody put your hands in the air. Then move to the right like this. Hey. Let's go. Left, right, then left, then right. Hey. Then left.